Hello, I'm Duke, as you should know by now. Yes, that guy in the corner that's sniffing Snapple cans because they smell good. And my project is about the triangular trade in the colonies. The first thing you need to know about the triangular trade is that it was in between Europe, Africa, and the colonies that turned into the United States. The profits from selling one product would be used to buy the next product, and the profits from that product would be used to buy the next product, and so on. Pretty simple so far, right? Wrong. Maybe. Maybe not. Okay. A huge reason Europeans wanted in on this is because if you took your products and sold them overseas, you'd make a lot more moolah. Logical, right? Europeans would go to Africa to get slaves. A lot of people think that outsiders captured all slaves. Not true. Africans turned against their brothers and traded them to make them slaves for things such as beads, cloth, and other things, including weapons such as guns. They would do this because they wanted the goods and they wanted the slaves. Plus, if you didn't have guns to capture slaves or the goods, you could be the next one over on the slave ship. Next, ships with slaves were taken to the colonies and were traded for crops and goods such as molasses, rum, sugar, or tobacco. Slaves were needed for farming crops, so the more crops you had, the more slaves you needed. The more slaves you needed, the more slaves you needed, the more crops you had, and the more crops you had, the more slaves you got. And what did you get from this? Nothing. Wrong. You got an awesome house without having to do anything. Who would dare violate human rights just so they could be happy? The ships full of crops were taken back to Europe when the cycle was restarted. Not all ships went around the entire triangle. Some just went in between 2 points. Some ships coming to America would stop in Brazil or the Caribbean because of the large slave plantations that were there. Estimated numbers of Africans that were shipped to America as slaves have been conservatively estimated at 10 million. Some estimates think that 15 to 25 out of 100 Africans died on the voyage. Slavery has had a history of hundreds of years. It was made illegal in 1807, but it continued in small parts for many years after that. They would do this because they wanted the goods and they wanted the slaves, and they would trade the slaves for more guns and goods, and that's a good thing for them. And buy cloth colonies for I'm it million. No numbers. You